Welcome back to Great Day Houston. Around the world, hair salons are coming up with safe ways to do hair during COVID-19. A Dutch woman used an umbrella, you see that on the left side of the screen, as a barrier between her and her client. She just poked holes through for her gloved hands. And in China, barbers used poles with razors and brushes and shampoo attached to the end so they could just cut and shampoo hair from their safe distance. Salons reopened in the Houston area last Friday. Rachel Gower with the Upper Hand Salon says you still get the same great service, but first they want to make sure that everyone is safe.
Rachel, we've been waiting for you. We've been waiting, and thank goodness now you're open. And when they said it's a good idea to wear gloves, I'm wearing my gloves not because of germs. I'm wearing them because my nails are so bad. All right, so you are now open with some changes, and one of those changes is, of course, social distancing. So while you're explaining that, I'm going to myself.
Yeah. Okay, if I can compose myself. All right. So yeah, social distancing. So, we're fortunate that our stations are already pretty well spread out. So that's not really a big issue, but you want to, it's not the law technically, but it's recommended to make sure that you're at least 5 to 6 feet apart. But there's so much more than that. Salons are really being held to a high standard here, which is good. So, when you walk in the door, from the very first thing, you have to read a sign that's on the outside of the door. And the outside says, if you do not have an appointment, please call our number, but we can't let you in unless you have an appointment. It also has a TDLR requirement for a client, basically attesting that you're not sick. And then you enter, and then you have to sign a sheet saying that you read that. And then we give you a cape, and we give you gloves, and you're asked to wash your hands in the restroom before your service starts. And then you get to the station. And then, of course, there's all kinds of extra sanitation that's going on inside the salon. So we're literally following people around and using barbicide to wipe down everything after anyone's touched anything. And I took my mask off just for you guys.
The thing that a lot of people might not realize before is that salons are used to following safety protocol, but obviously you've just boosted things because of COVID-19. The other thing that salons, it used to be kind of fun, we kind of pile up in the waiting area and talk to each other. That won't be happening right now.
That's so true. Like, salons that have this reputation of being kind of a party, which it is. It's so much fun to be in the salon. And you're right. That's not happening. But we're already seeing people are just so excited to be here that there's just lots of happiness. So that's great. It's not going to be hanging out in the waiting area. There aren't going to be any magazines. There's no beverage service, things like that. But the heart of the service is still here, and you're still going to leave here looking beautiful.
All right, and so you said beverage service. I believe what you really said was BYOB.
Yeah, yeah, BYOB. I don't have any problem with that. We're trying to navigate this and think to ourselves, well, would that be safe? Would this be safe? I think that's fine. The goal is to minimize the contact between person to person and person to thing. So if you're bringing your own, that's great.
All right. The other thing is just like almost everything else, we're being asked as the client to do our part as well. And you'd mentioned, make sure you make your appointment. Wait until your car until your appointment time. Also, do not come in sick, please.
Absolutely. So the sign on the door says that, it gives the symptoms, and it indicates, if you have any of these symptoms, please don't enter the building. You have to sign saying that you don't have any of those symptoms. And then we are requiring a mask for every client. So we're asking clients to come with their mask on. If they don't have one, we can provide them with one, but we have to charge them for it. And then we do give them a set of gloves. So, it's just safe for everyone.
It's going to take a minute because I know a lot of hairstylists who didn't really qualify for, the stimulus. And so they were worried and they lost money, right? So one of the ways to help bring salons back is not only to come in and get your service, but to also buy local.
That's right. So we have a thing where we sell a lot of Oribe products, which is a great line. And Amazon also sells Oribe, but we have an Amazon price match. So we are selling it for the same exact price that Amazon's selling it for. So there's no reason to not buy it here. And it really does help. What people don't realize is that you're not only supporting a local business, but you're also helping the hairdresser, because the more we buy from those companies, the more education we can offer them. And so it's a really great system. So every penny that you spend locally is a good investment.
Well, Rachel, thank you very much. I will be in soon because they need to be in soon, right? But
I have love that too.
And appreciate you as one of our local businesses here, providing employment for a lot of people.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you.
To make your appointment, log on to theupperhand.com or call them at 713-520-0772. 713-520-0772. And rest assured that all the employees at the Upper Hand Salon also take precautions, including face masks and signing a 4-page document that says they are not sick.